Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wolf Quest, where we are here with Cole and his Wildfire Pack, and I was just bringing you guys in with some of the really adorable interactions. Looks like Bolt and Striker were getting back to when they were young and doing a little bit of wrestling, which I think is so cute. And here the biggest thing that has happened is Cole is starting a mate trial with this wolf 2225, and here she is. We got a good look at her last time, and in this episode we are going to be testing her out. We're gonna see if this is a relationship that Cole wants to be in, and looks like Ember is sitting on the outskirts a little bit. I don't know how she feels about having another female in the mix, but hopefully she is okay with it. She's being nice, so there is that at least. There's Soot going off with a howl for the day. And we unfortunately have quite a bit of territory to mark today. So I think we are Striker looking all confident at Bolt. Striker is such a troublemaker, you guys. He really is. He is gonna keep me on my toes, that is for sure. But we've got some territory that we really need to mark down in this lower section. So I think that's going to be the first order of business now that we have the snows, and really give this a go. We're gonna have to see how she hunts. Now it's going to be a little bit different finding a mate now that the saga is out, because before you could just do some hunting, you could go get in an altercation with some other wolves, but now you have everybody else participating, and only so many wolves can bite at an elk. So I don't think it's going to be, where is that coming from? Over here? Yeah, that's fine. We don't care about that. It's going to be a little bit different because you can only bite an elk in so many spots. So I think even some of the evaluations that we're going to be doing might be a little bit skewed from kind of what I'm used to. I haven't had to find a mate in the saga yet, so yeah, I'm going to be very curious to see. I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation right now because I've had busy in real life things going on that I haven't had the time to just sit down and record a bunch of videos for you guys. So my videos have been scattered, and I really wanted to use the time that I have this week to do a bunch of recordings, so we can get back to a schedule that I really like, which is giving you guys a lot of content to watch. But in order to do that, I need to record in kind of big chunks of time. But I also would really love to hear your guys' feedback on this girl. So I am recording this straight after my last recording. So I don't know, we're just kind of gonna have to see how that works out. I may go ahead and pause, but either way, depending on what I do, please let me know what you think of her so far. If you're excited, if you want Cole to keep looking, I definitely would love to hear your feedback on that. And honestly, I really want to get a channel Discord going. It's not something that I've really done on a large scale. I used to actually stream on Twitch with my camera and everything like that, and I had a Discord for my Twitch streaming, and that was really fun. But I think with YouTube and having its do we want to take this over? I don't think I'm going to worry about this one for right now, especially with Glacier Lake so nearby. But with YouTube having the memberships, I was thinking that that could be like a really cool option to start having a Discord. Obviously, I'm not there yet. I am going to be able to unlock memberships when I get 500 subscribers. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, if you think that that's something that you might want to become a channel member for in the future and have a Discord so we could chat about things like this and you know, get a little bit more like sneak peeks at things. You know, it would definitely be a newer experience for me, and I feel like it would be kind of a slow start, but we are getting closer to that 500 mark. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in, because I've said in the previous video, like, oh, I wish I had your guys' feedback right now. Like, I want to, like, in the moment, you know, I just want to know. And now that we've got a couple of dispersals to choose from, Flint, maybe, somehow, I don't know. Unfortunately, I think we would lose his mate Rebel at this point. I haven't actually checked out the family tree quite yet. But you know, I know Flint will be playable in some capacity, but now we've got Blaze, Kindle, and Flint who have dispersed. So, you know, that's pretty exciting. But yeah, you know, just kind of having a Discord where we can sit, we can chat. I also, somebody had mentioned in the comments a while ago that they would really like to make fan art for the Wildfire Pack, and I would love something like that, to be able to give people a space if they are, you know, anybody in the planet is more of a talented artist than I am. So, you know, to give people a space to share their fan art, and then I would also be able to share that with the rest of the channel and give shout outs. I just think that sounds so cool. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know in the comments. I would love to make something like that happen. But given that my channel is growing, I think that would probably have to be something that I couldn't just leave a link to all the time, because I'd be afraid of like bots and stuff getting in. Like, I don't know how common that is, but you know, I don't really have like moderators and stuff. So anyways, I'm thinking out loud. So sorry about that. We're here with Cole. We're here with the wildfires. So let's go ahead and focus. We've got our borders looking pretty good. We can let this go. We're not too worried about that. And yes, we're going to be a little bit tired, but if we do sleep, that's going to give us a fresh start. Everybody will be healed, and we'll be able to participate in a hunt in the morning and really get a whole lot done with 225 or 20. I'm just going to call her 225, 2225. She is ready to join the pack. The pack seems pretty accepting of her. Ember, for whatever reason, is not super thrilled about having another female in the mix, which, you know, I'm not surprised. The only female that she was bonded with was her mom. With Kindle, that was one thing that we had kind of talked about, because we previously, before the saga came out, and a little bit after, once we got comfortable, do challenges with our wolves. We assign them challenges either at birth or as we discover their personality, what some of their lifetime aspirations and different preferences and hindrances are. And so one of the things that we thought for Kindle is that she would be hyper aggressive towards females, and I think that might be something that kind of travels on through the females. I think that if you are a wildfire female, you're not gonna like other females unless they're your own kind. And I think the boys are just a little bit more doofier sometimes, and they tend to not care, because we've seen how the pack reacts to male dispersals coming up versus a female dispersal, which I found quite interesting. I commented on that not too long ago, that everyone was just chilling when a male dispersal came by, but when a female came by, they're like all growling and doing all of this stuff, probably protecting their sister, you know. So I Yeah, I don't know. Protect, no, that would be the opposite. They didn't care when they came courting for Kindle, probably because they knew Kindle could defend herself if the time came. I don't know where to get that hex marked. Probably somewhere up here. This is very, very close to the border, but maybe it's a great place to sleep. I don't think anybody's gonna come and get us over here. So here we go. We could try to hunt a mule deer, but let's see if we can get up here at all for this hex. Not even sure 100% where it's at. It's probably over here. I feel like I remember this area a little bit. I don't know how Blaze does it up here. I am not a fan of all of these mountains and would not have a very good time having all of my hexes up here. But there we go. All right, that is all taken care of, and now we just have the western part of the territory. Cole is kind of running the pack a little bit ragged right now. Hopefully they appreciate it. You know, obviously Timber's had to do this quite a lot in the past as well. Timber spent a lot of his time very, very tired, and that was due to his stamina. And if we look at Cole's stats here, he's actually got neutral stamina, so he's gonna have a little bit better than Timber did, but he does have -2 health and -1 speed. I'm pretty sure Timber always kind of had like at least a +1 speed, so food wise we can make it another day, which is just fine with me. We're just going to use this opportunity to mark a lot of this territory here. I think so. I can see a marker over there, so let's just go ahead and put the new one in this section and then run over to this marker. And Flint's been doing quite a bit of howling lately. Oh, everybody wants to howl. Okay. I'm pretty sure this female as well has a howl that is already in our pack. She sounds like a duplicate, but I really think that she's very pretty, you guys. Those eyes are really, really striking, and she's a gray coat, which is pretty cool. And Cole's got all these reds in his coat. We haven't seen a lot of the reds come through in a lot of our packs, or in a lot of our members. Cole and Ember are really the only ones that ended up with a super duper red coat. So I'd be curious to see if they do end up working out what their pups would look like. And you know, as sad as it is, you know, Cole really does kind of need to find a mate in this season. Otherwise, we're just going to have a whole year without pups, which might be a good thing. You know, if I don't want to just choose a mate just to make sure we have one for pups. If we don't find a mate that ends up working out and the young hunters end up growing up and we're past the season for finding a mate, then that's just going to be what it is. I'm not going to force any kind of story here. So you know, we really just want to see organically how things work out with everyone. So I'm just going to do the last little bit of territory marking, and then we will take a sleep, bring you back for the morning when everybody is all healed up, because Striker just can't help himself, and get back with everyone. Unfortunately, I think that means we're going to lose the day and be back in nighttime, but we'll see how that ends up, and I will bring you guys back shortly. All right, and we are back in the morning now. I think this is actually a sunset happening, but we are having quite a few minor injuries heal, which is great. And we've got 2225 here, looking pretty excited for the morning, and everyone needs to get a little bit of food now. So we've got a big timber dispersal nearby. Unfortunately, we are in the northern portion of our territory, which does, I think, mean that we're not really going to be finding a whole lot of food in this section. So I think Cole and the pack are going to have quite a bit of running to do as we head west to, I think, where are we? Yeah, so we're just north of our, the Ashwood Forest here. So we're gonna try and go over to this section and see if some elk are here. The wind should be fairly in our favor, I believe, to let us know if we are running across something. Let's see. The amethyst herd is nearby. All right, that looks pretty promising. Might not be able to mark a whole lot of territory, but oh, this is the den that Blaze and Cole grew up in, you guys. Let's go ahead and discover that. Because, yeah, I didn't even think about that, you guys. We're going to have to be discovering dens while we're running around. Although I suppose there is a small season, you know, kind of window for that all on its own. But... or maybe this is the season for that. I forget. But let's go ahead and track this herd down. It looks like there are quite a bit of scents coming from this direction. Also, we never run by this bear, and I always kind of forget exactly where it's located, but there is a bear, a statue right over here. Pretty close to our Ashwood Forest. And here is the creek all frozen up, and yeah, let's see if we can find these elk and actually do a proper hunt. And like I said, it's very interesting, you know, testing out a mate during the saga, because I think things are just going to be a little bit skewed. We've got these young hunters that are also trying to get in on the mix, so yeah, really curious to see how this turns out. Was that Bolt? Yeah, Bolt caught a bunny rabbit. Good job, buddy. Yeah, he's pretty hungry. Let's go ahead and hang around and make sure to let him eat that. He's not quite sure what to do with it at the moment. Got Blaze actually howling. I absolutely think Cole would be howling back at him right now. Okay, we're gonna extend the trial just a little bit longer, girly. I really want to see kind of how you hunt and if you're a good mix for the pack here. So hopefully these elk aren't actually in Blaze's territory. We're getting close to, I mean, I think we're getting close. The scents are pretty strong over in this direction. But how far up are we? Yeah, this is like the last little bit before we're in Blaze's territory, and I'm not seeing them, so that could be interesting. We will have to find out how this goes. Ember, are you still lagging behind? No, not too bad. She might be getting used to the idea of a female around. Okay, here. Ooh, do we have a wolf over here? We do. Let's just make sure. This does just look like dispersals. Dispersal from the Grants pack. Wow. We haven't seen you guys in a while. Is this only Teton or is there more? Teton and Ponderosa. Interesting. We don't want an altercation with you guys. We just want the food. Oh no. Blaze, are you coming down for us? We just want some food. Oh god. Yep, Blaze is here, everyone. Oh man. Okay, well, now not only do we have to look after our pups, but we need to watch out for our potential mate as well. We really need to see. Good job, Bolt. Really need to see how she's doing in this altercation, which is definitely difficult to keep an eye on anyone in these situations. And we were rightfully within our territories, so Blaze really is, again, coming after Cole when he doesn't need to be. Let's go ahead and pause and we can take a look at some, because I never pause during wolf fights, but I think it's important to take the time to really get a look at everyone again. So we have Legend. Legend is such an absolute beast. Look at how thick this wolf is compared to Cole and even his father, Blaze. This wolf, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a wolf quite this big. Just look at how huge this man is. So well done, Blaze. My gosh. We've got Judge in the background over there, way out here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see him. We've got Thorn, Splinter, Bristle, Smolder. He's got quite the family now. And here is our potential mate over here. We're gonna need to, like I said, keep an eye. Might want to do a health check at this point. 225 is biting on Blaze right now. Got Judge, Hero. Here's Mercy, his one female, and we've actually got, who is that? Soul. That is Soul biting on Mercy right now. Here is Smolder. And oh my goodness. Yep, Ash. Let's go ahead and do a quick health check. Everyone seems to be doing okay, which is good. We again are still going to be looking out for the little ones when we can. Doesn't help when they all get in a big old pile. Make sure to growl and posture as well. Thank you, Ember, for saving your brother there. Blaze on Cole yet again. Got Legend and Judge looking like they want to go. Here's Thorn. Hero, this is Blaze's mate. 225 joining in on Hero. Also, I know she's 2225, but I just keep calling her 225. Alright. Looks like we did end up winning this altercation. And I suppose that's one way to test out a potential mate. You know, I wouldn't say that she was, you know, throwing herself at all of them, but she was definitely helping fight back. She wasn't super duper afraid in that moment. And yeah, Soot's feeling a little bit on edge. He's pretty upset about that. Soot's always had a very serious personality, and potentially Soot actually would have wanted to eliminate somebody from Blaze's pack, and I think that's just kind of Soot's personality. I think that he would have liked to kill one of those wolves in that moment, but Cole isn't ready for that. He knows the price of doing battle until it's fatal. And yeah, we really needed that food, you guys. How far away did they go? Because potentially if we go into their territory and they're already really upset and lost the battle, they might not retaliate and come after us. So let's just see how far they ran, because if no one was actively chasing them, they might have stuck around for a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can chase. Unfortunately, our health is a little bit lackluster. Oh god, we're sliding into elk. Sliding into elk. Please go south, everyone. Nobody get kicked, okay? 225 is already up at going after some of them. I really would like to get these elk off of the mountain. Cole, you know, has lived in experience here of how dangerous hunting elk on a mountain can be for that exact reason. They get really weird. So we are just going to stand back. Let these elk just run as south gets and just take down some that fall along the way. Bolt, again, I am going to ask you to not participate. Same with you, Striker. And yes, we're in Blaze's territory, but we should be getting into ours should they just continue to keep running south. So we're gonna go just a little bit this way, make sure that they keep going where they need to go. This elk actually fell down, so we're gonna give her a bite just to see where she's at. That's not a good choice. So we're gonna pull back and just let everyone keep going south. Yeah, they should be going into our territory pretty soon. And 225, we are still looking at her as well. Thought I heard some growling, but I don't believe so. Where did everyone go? Hello? Elkherd? Oh gosh, there they are. I was so confused for a moment there. Oh my gosh, I turned around for 1 second and they all stopped running. Please continue to run south, you guys. Is this the same elk herd? Okay. That was a little bit confusing, but yes, keep running south. And get us some food. 225 again going in. Good job. We are actually going to take a look at this one, though. She's down to half. That might be a good option. Good job, Ember. 225 getting in. Ember suffered a little bit of an injury there. 225 catching up. Soul and Ember going in to help. She seems pretty determined, you guys. We've got no energy to speak of. Ow. There's Soul using his weight to try to take down this elk. Soul seems pretty proud of that one. And the pack gets to eat. Good job, everyone. I just love how much Bolt looks like Nisha, you guys. It's so cute. I'm loving how their personalities are turning out as well. Striker is so gosh darn bold. I can't believe it. And Bolt was the one who survived that absolutely awful attack at the den, and he is acting more and more like his mom every day. His mom was actually a very lazy wolf, which surprisingly I don't think that this 2225 wolf is actually very lazy. I don't see her actually laying down all that often. Obviously when your pack is exhausted, everybody's going to be laying down, and I think Cole is actually a very energetic wolf, so I'd be kind of curious to see how that mix kind of goes together. But so far I'm very impressed with her. She was fighting with the other wolves, she participated in a hunt, and I think this is where we're gonna do it, you guys. I really wanted to make sure that this was a good decision, but I like this female and she seems really sweet, so I'm gonna give it 2 more moments just to think about it. But I will be right back. Okay, friends, I've decided. I've taken a moment. I don't take this lightly. And I do think that she is going to be a good mate. You know, I tried to put my mindset in the place of Cole and everything that he is going through right now. He really needs a partner. And I think that having, you know, these guys were really low on health. He's having to deal with his brother in the north and missing the companionship that he had with his father. You know, he could always depend on him, and now he feels a little bit alone. Cole was so bonded with him, and not having someone to be that close to anymore. You know, yes, he's got all of his brothers and sisters, but they all have their own lives, their own personality. But losing his father, I mean, having that's a bond that is just so strong, and now that is no longer with him, he wants to be bonded to someone. He wants to share his life with someone like that. He never realized this whole time that he might want a mate because he had so much fulfillment in his family, and now with all of that gone, he's missing someone to be bonded to share his life with. And I think that even though, you know, these guys have gone through, you know, a few nights together, they've gone through a hunt, they've survived an altercation, which this wolf was like not part of our pack. She could have left in that moment. She could have avoided everyone. You know, she stood up and she defended the pack with everyone. Yes, it's a really dangerous situation, but she put herself out there to defend and help Cole and really try to get this done. I feel like she's a pretty confident wolf. I feel like she's got a little bit of energy. Of course, I was very, very surprised by Nisha and all the things that I thought Nisha was, and I hope that I can be surprised by this wolf as well. It's hard for me because I really want to get to know them on such a deeper level, but they don't give you the time for that. You have that in previous, like without the saga, but I mean, even before, when we didn't have the saga and we chose to be a mate with Nisha, we didn't find all of those wonderful personality traits until after we ended the trial with her. And you know, I think it's a little bit of a leap of fate, but I think I'm ready, and I think Cole is ready, because really we have to consider him and what he's going through, and he wants to be bonded to someone. He wants to have a mate. He is missing his father and just having a family unit again, because that is what is so important to Cole. So I think we're gonna do it, you guys. I think we are going to bond this wolf and give her a name. And I think her name will be Crimson. I think it really matches her eyes. She's joining the Wildfire Pack, and hopefully this is something that was meant to be. I think that she's got a lot of fire in her, and I think that she will make a really good addition to the Wildfire Pack. So welcome Crimson into the pack. And I think taking down this elk and surviving an attack from Blaze really just kind of cemented it to Cole. I think that he is bonded with Crimson. I think that he is really appreciative of her and really wants to spend his life with her. And this whole situation just kind of cemented that for him. So we are going to try and get a few pictures of this girl. I really want to be better at taking pictures, you guys. Also, I think she might be bigger than Cole, but that's not a hard thing to do. I'm gonna be honest. Soul, you love to sing. Soul really does. He's always the one starting the howls. Soul is a singer, you guys. And here we go. Oh my goodness. These dogs are going to move in on our food pretty quickly. We also didn't have this hex completely marked up. I think everyone is fed. I don't think we have to worry about that. But I think Cole's brothers and sisters are celebrating with him. I think that they can tell that he was pretty lonely, pretty lost, and seems like Ember might also be okay with having another female. There are some dogs nearby, so she might be a little bit upset about that. We've got everything around us right now. And I don't want to end the episode. I don't want to be done. I feel like there's so much still that we have to discuss and talk about and discover, but we are getting a little bit long, so I will go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. Please let me know if you are excited about where everything is going to go from here. We've got so much ahead of us. I mean, season 2, look at how long season 1 lasted with Timber, and I just can't wait. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post so you don't miss out on my videos, and check out the playlist I have linked down below. Hopefully I remember to do that for season 2 so you can watch everything all in order in a nice little spot there. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.